Okay, cut off yet again. My camera battery doesn't last very long. I'm cold. I know I live in South Carolina, but we have air conditioning. To continue from the last one, I can't stress this more, but I am the only one that writes this. That's my writing. I am a humorist, I guess. When I wrote I lived in Guatemala with Nadia, I was being facetious. I kind of figured that my phone number and my contact information would imply, rectify, that's a better word, would rectify that I did not in fact live in Guatemala or Malaysia or anywhere else besides exactly what my phone zip code is. Oh, why is this taking so long? Computer, might have to. Darn it. Goodbye. I have too many things up or something. I guess I actually just figured that I obviously was talking about someone else and making a joke. How can I live in Guatemala and have a working phone number that's an American line? What is that? Also, maybe I took it for granted because people here in Xanga actually know Nadia, and she used to have a blog here. She was a popular blogger. She had a large blog. So I took it for granted that you guys actually had looked at her blog when she was like here, or for the Zangans. You guys already knew who she was, but where is the dashboard? So I kind of Kobe, stop doing that. That comb might help a minute. I just gotta log in. Okay, sorry this is taking so long. Okay, I just logged in. That was me. That was me. Alright, I wish you could see that. Alright. That's my main website, not Xanga. That was some sort of weirdness, and I know I know this is more kind of human denial. Denial. You know, my contact information is right here, and that's the contact in my name. And I do not lie. That would be my phone number and my email. I was under the impression that just granted on my phone number or source of contact, or only source of contact, you would know I wasn't actually living in another country or in South America. I don't see how I could be living in Guatemala with a South Carolina zip code. So I assumed when I said my jewelry company was in South Carolina and I sold in South Carolina that he would, I don't know, understand. And I'm sorry I'm being a little snotty, but, you know, I kind of do have a right to be. Like, I don't really understand how you would misconstrue where I lived, even if I did say on my blog. And again, this is my blog. It's not, it's not my main website. I didn't say anywhere else I lived in Malaysia. I didn't say I'm living in Malaysia or I'm in Malaysia right now. Or Guatemala. I don't know why people got stuck in their heads I was in Malaysia. That's silly too. Where anywhere apart from my blog that is actually very, very clearly connected to my magazine, where you would think, even if I wrote in my blog, it's too far down, I lived in Malaysia, and I was living with some woman named Nadia, where you would think, from my other sites that I actually did, considering none of the others say I do. I guess you really want to think what you think, and I respect that. If you really want to think I'm a lesbian hooking up with Nadia and living in Guatemala, I guess more the power to you and go for it, but I don't. So, I mean, wish that all you want, but I'm still in South Carolina. Which, you know, I have a sense of humor. I don't really care, unless it impedes on my business and my personal life, but one of the interesting thought that you want to see me as some sort of sex star, which I found to be sort of amusing, and I was saying this in the past part of the video. Like you want to see me as Natalie or an impersonator of Natalie. And you know, like, her stuff's kind of extreme and it's funny. Like, I don't have a problem with it or anything, but I don't see how you're confusing me with Natalie. Like, one person thought I was licking the air like she does in the background, and that's what the slurping noise is. Or, and honestly, I'm eating food. I eat, and usually the only downtime I get to do this video is when I'm eating, so, I'm in fact not licking the air or licking someone, or it's not background noises of people licking each other. That's gross. Come on now. I'm actually just eating and talking. I was chewing some ice earlier for my gums. There's no one in the room besides me. Alright. You can see. Kind of funny. No. Natalie is not in the room with me licking the air in the background. Come on. That makes me giggle. It would be an interesting scenario. But, she in fact does not live in South Carolina or anywhere near me. You need to hold off on the perverted thoughts for the duration of time of the video. Alright. I guess we all go into our imaginary lands, but okay. And obviously I'm talking a lot. I've just talked for 40-minute increments. I went 4 or 5 times. I do like to have some drink, some beverage next to me when I talk. Let's continue with, I didn't finish up on Paul Partisan. I'll continue on that too. As far as the dating premise or the dating confusion or the intentions of me being here, or I know some people thought it was to either them trying to have sex with me or me trying to have sex with them, or someone thought it was someone else trying to stop me from soliciting people. Like, not my blog, but someone writing to post sanctions or prohibit me from soliciting people by writing a blog in my own name. Which, okay, that's funny. And, you know, I can see the humor in it, and that's pretty demented. Alright. Also, probably not very logical. I don't see why you want to do this to the Zynga team either. I just added them. I have 72. They accepted my friends invite. I thought I had already added them, but I guess not. Sometimes I get confused because I still obviously they're on my subscriptions, so I was still getting stuff from them, so I didn't think. But you know, Zynga might have its issues, and you know, I might not agree with everything they're doing or how they're conducting their fundraising and what's going on with the new platform, but they're not like horrible people. I mean, they don't go against the law. They're not like a super corrupt company that just uses people. So, as much as anyone else uses people, I guess. But, for you to think that, how do I explain this? That the company would not actually shut down someone, someone that would impersonate another person to the degree of making a blog in their name if I wasn't okay with it, if I didn't consent to it. Why they would let someone keep it open. I mean, all I had to do if I didn't like it would be to call them up and contact them and be like, hey, that's my legal name, like, take it down. So it's obviously consented, even if it wasn't me writing this. Again, I mean, I have to show you the expired one because I can't show you the I can't show you my current one. That's what they do. They punch some holes. And here's my horrible picture from, goodness, I think I was like 12, 14. So, it was canceled on in 1998. There you go. It is mine. It's not a fake American passport Paul Partisan made up. Back to Xanga. Obviously, I wonder if I still have that one. I'll show you later. I'll insert it next to the video. They do close down blogs that people have problems with. It's not like they don't close down blogs. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's how you start, too. I can't remember how she spelled it. Darn it, I can't remember how she spelled it. Anyway, there had definitely, I wonder if she's in my, I wonder if we had any email transactions. There have definitely been blogs that they have taken down. I know. Haha. Ha ha ha. The infamous there you go. That was the one I tried to get into. Alright. That was the blog I showed earlier that Reckless Eagle was so angry about. That he thought Mr. Paul had made on him. I don't know if that is true, but it's okay. That's the one. Reckless Eagle was the blogger, that's his blogger name, was so livid about someone is pretending as me by creating Reckless Eagle, upload troll blogs, blah blah blah. And someone actually said Reckless Eagles in plural, and his name is Reckless Eagle. Someone made a Reckless Eagles, and he did report it to Zynga and the administrative support team, and they did shut it down. So I'm trying to rectify that they're not going to sit around and let someone make a an Amanda S. Cohen blog using my pick. Those are actually my glasses. And say their username is Amanda Cohen, and write like they are Amanda Cohen. That if I wasn't okay with it or in on it or not how do I put this? That they wouldn't, or if I complained and had contacted them and been like, hey, well, what's going on? Why is this person doing this? Shut it down. That you want to think that Zynga Corporation would not do something about that and shut it down. And that I noted when I was writing the facetious sarcasm entries. I mean, I kind of guess. I thought you would be aware that I was just being sarcastic. Big fat sarcastic bitch. Considering, they don't let that happen. Or maybe you don't, but now you do. Like, why you'd sit there and kind of think someone else is writing this at her. And obviously, as far as like stopping sex predators and solicitors, thinking that I was coming on and soliciting the Zynga bloggers. Honestly, I don't get that either. I don't. But I don't get your logic on that, maybe, of how that's supposed to stop. Even if it wasn't my blog and people were doing that, how that's would stop me from soliciting people. Which, again, I thought was funny, but might be we're sitting there thinking, Paul Partisan was writing a blog in my name saying, don't solicit me, Amanda, and went to myself. I don't really understand that, or how even if he did that, that would stop me. I mean, where would I be soliciting him from? His blog. There's my I mean, I don't know the full story. I just heard it secondhand. Something about exposing me, I guess. like they thought someone else was writing a blog about Amanda, exposing me for my doings. They're journalists. They're recording my actions. Sorry, I went down the wrong pipe. Recording my actions on and reporting it on the Amanda scohen.zenga.com blog. Today she solicited Chris, and we had to straighten her out and be like, no, Chris is lives in Texas, which I don't see how that's stopping anyone. Which I don't know. I don't see how pointing out where Chris lives and showing me his blog and telling me what he does is supposed to stop me from going for him, if I had been. Kind of the same, and I wasn't, so I was actually having conversations with him. I wanted him to edit, but kind of the same thing with Paul. It's a little twisted to think that stops someone by telling them about him. Like, how is Paul saying, telling me to stop or stopping me from soliciting him by writing about himself and me dating someone in New York on a blog he wrote in my name. Which I found the most amusing during this course of time, and it wasn't coming from the Zenga bloggers. I don't understand people's mentality. Right? I don't see how that's supposed to stop me from hitting on someone. And honestly a little creepy that you would think that some guy was so obsessed with me that he'd care enough to sit around all day and write about me and make a blog up in my name in the first place. That's kind of weird. You must think he's pretty crazed. I've actually never heard of someone aiming warfare at me through trying to make someone look like some like scary, like hideous, like lunatic. I don't see how you're helping him or yourself or hurting me by running around saying that there's some crazy white guy with a backwards cap making blogs in my name and write about me for a year and a half. I mean, bear in mind, he is a real person. That might not be his real name. That might not be his real last name. I actually don't care that much, but bear in mind he obviously does have 2 Twitters with all the followers. He follows quite a few people. That you're actually calling someone that has been around Zynga for a long time. A crazy lunatic that makes a blog up in someone's real name and makes up fake ideas on her, and I don't know, like for a year and a half, writes constantly on one girl. You know, that pretty much makes him like a real obsessed and loony. So, you know, that doesn't really hurt me. That makes it look like there's some guy in a leather jacket, the backwards cap, in some crazy obsession with me. You can't see it. Black background. But anyway. Like, I guess flattering on my end, but not really something I want anyone to go down in history for. So, yeah, I did write a posting about that. Now I can take it down, but that's kind of, I don't know. When I heard that, I first laughed, but like, I don't care that he's a bigger blogger, or I guess more popular. I do my own thing. I don't blog as a profession anymore. When I did it also under an alias. Where am I? I mean, this is what I do, and I get like several writing gigs. I just don't post everything up online, but come on. Computer's fine. I mean, I basically do grants, fundraising proposals, and theoretical essays and tutorials, and do some editing for articles. And I'm pretty happy with that. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I enjoy it. I'll come back to that whenever it feels like loading up. Like, I in it for popularity. I'm pretty much like just doing smaller, writing for business writing privately. You know, I'm really pretty laid back on that one. I think I pretty much have my niche for writing, but I did want to correct people on this before time ran out. That you're actually really making him look like some real crazy lunatic. And he might be, but not in this situation. He is not some crazed uh, lunatic trying to steal my life, and some a-hole that makes up fake ideas and pretends to be a girl. He's not pretending to be a little Asian, okay? Which, I mean, if he wants to be an Asian girl, he can do it on his own blog and make up his own Asian name, but no, he's not making up my blog or writing it. And even if he was writing this blog, I obviously was okay with it, or they would have shut it down. So the reason I did use him in the I wish I still had it. I have it in files more. The tutorial on how to stop sex predators. I was not the sex predator they were stopping. I meant it actually, literally, I meant it a little bit satirically. When I said he was the cockblock, actually, that's pretty much what I meant. I wasn't implying he was stopping another, well, how do I put this? I actually meant it pretty literal. Where is it? He's literally, and it worked. It did work. Literally, with me creating a structure where he seemed to be around all the time. As literally the cockblock, the guy that comes in and stops your his buddy from getting the girl or having the girl be interested in him. And it wasn't for me, it was actually created in mind, because I then did think I'd stay at Zynga too, but created in mind that he is actually kind of the butthead guy, that not for me, but for the other girls that I factored into eventually having in the blog as a fan base. That he literally said things that made girls not interested in pursuing or having anything with his buddies, quote unquote, his buddies. That he was the butthead that came in and said something wrong about them. Where is that? Where is she? Come on. Where are you? Oh, hold on. I gotta see which one. No. There we go. Okay, anyway. Okay. I took a photo of this. Still on my account. This is just one of the messages from the message box sent to me. There you go. And this is what I based it on, and people had already sent me stuff on similar stuff. Paul created numerous accounts to attack me, Reckless Eagle, and our Malaysian friends for years. He even cheered on that pedophile, cool monkey, blah blah blah, who is harassing a 17-year-old Malaysian girl. Due to that content, I'll just keep that right there. And these were, she wasn't the first one. I'm just showing her because she's in a complete alias. Yeah, pretty much that's where the cock block analogy came about, and how I formulated the sex predator block tutorial. I mean, and that specifically had to be him, so it was some abbreviation where people thought I was doing that with everyone, like every person was. I was using as a sex predator block, and really, maybe I should have been clear in this too, but I mean, the reason I use Paul Adland or Paul Partisan was specifically because of his person.